Like when people come into the house, you're like, whoa, like this is like the North Pole. I wanted to, find a way to decorate as good as possible with as little money as possible. Whenever we first got into this house, we didn't have any money. Like our first Christmas tree was free. I just started thrifting things, making things. I would make tons of paper snowflake, paper chains, then just started to build a massive collection over the years. Like when people come into the house, you're like, whoa, like this is like the North Pole. It's just really incorporating tons of color, pattern, and fun, and you don't match it. You really just go all in, use as much as you want. But yeah, it feels great. It feels great. Like I, for instance, found, and this was totally impractical, I found these holly berries. So I put one right here. It's huge. Sometimes I do buy stuff that's not really practical, but I won't regret that, I don't think. The easiest way to do this is to craft and make as many things as you can. Even do like popcorn strings on the tree every year. I do paper chains, paper snowflakes. You can do dried oranges, ribbons and bows. Keep your eye out at all times for good deals at the thrift stores, yard sales, you name it. You have got to be looking on Facebook Marketplace. It takes a long time to collect this many ornaments. For ornaments that are on the tree, I can't even tell you. There's definitely over 1,000 on this tree. I mean, I have some that are probably 100 years old. I was raised mostly by my grandparents, and they would only show vintage TV shows. And I remember just like being obsessed with all of the decor and the clothing. They just don't make stuff like this anymore, they really don't. With all of the color and whimsy. Now, this one is actually a homemade ornament. It's probably from the 60s or 70s, and women would have parties and take push pins and design their own ornament. And I love to think about how much time it took and like the gathering. It's just so special to me. My grandma's coming today, and she is bringing me a couple things that like my great grandmother had made. I guess people have those things stored away and kept, precious, but I think it's important to display those items. As a society, we kind of have gotten away so much from heirlooms and things being passed down. And all of this new stuff kind of became like what was cool to do on social media. People are starting to yearn for the memories of yesteryear and the warm and cozy feelings that they remember growing up with as a kid. I do think that this type of decor evokes more of a feeling. People get reminded of their childhoods. They get reminded of, crafting with their mom and all of the traditions and whatnot. It's nostalgia. Like that's so fun to look back on and feel that wonderful feeling that you really only have as a little kid.